And now, the officials are ready, the fighters are ready. So for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the blue corner, standing with head trainer Andre Rozier, wearing brown, including 18 knockouts with 3 defeats. Curtis, it's my time, Stevens. And fighting out of the red corner with his head trainer, Abel Sanchez, wearing gray with black, 27 victories, including 24 knockouts with 14 straight knockouts and the highest KO percentage in middleweight world champions history. WBA IBO middleweight champion of the world, Gennady Triple G Golovkin.
We went over the instructions already. Trunk levels are good. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck.
Curtis Stevens' uncle and trainer, Andre Rozier, breaking down from physical abuse, psychological submission. Almost no one thinks this fight is going the distance. What avenue are we about to take?
And his name happens to be Mark Breland.
Here we go, guys.
Another knockout puncher.
You better believe it.
Round 1 begins. Very quickly, let's bring in our rules expert, Steve Weisfeld. Steve,
not expect a premature stoppage tonight.
Curtis Stevens, big shot. Golovkin has a stiff, penetrating jab. Think George feet 7 inches, and with a 2-inch reach disadvantage from the armpit to the end of the fifth. Can also throws very hard body shots. So does Stevens. There's a little left hook upstairs. And with a little straight right lead. Has a look of tremendous
in front of him.
Bringing that right hand pretty far back.
Up and focusing on defense. Now he tries a big shot and lands a right cross. And Golovkin backing away from a guy, but he respects Stevens' power.
And
good left hook.
Stevens.
Final 10 seconds of round 1. Golovkin wants to punctuate the round with something. Gets in a right cross.
In a while, I want to see you touch the arms, okay? I want you to make him drop his arms a little bit. Straight up, pump the jab too once in a while. Deep breath. Let's go.
Curtis Stevens may already have a small cut above the right eye. They were working on him to move to his right and throw some body shots when he gets close. Abel waits for the fireworks, expecting something big to land.
And the threat of that in normal early rounds attack.
And Stevens landed a left hook that knocked
those shots home.
Well, other than the
Stevens in the corner, but he's not throwing it as much.
Big left hook for Golovkin. Stevens gets in a body shot.
Golovkin.
Good left hook by Golovkin. And down goes Stevens. Thunder in round number 2. And Stevens doesn't look all that good as he gets seconds in the round. He runs across the ring. Bang, Stevens into lands a right hand. Wobbles Stevens with it. One more right hand, and the round comes to a close.
I'm good. Tell me where you are, Curtis. Give me that red towel.
He see Triple G with a lead left hook, and he followed it by an even better left hook that sent Curtis Stevens did the damage. He see the first one, and followed by the second one. The second one right there was the real punch, real meaningful punch.
And the covered up, made it through the round, and even threw a left hook back. Probable that he does because he's a superior technical fighter in addition to having the punching power.
Well, he had been
Stevens not letting his hands go now as Golovkin jabs him into position.
Being careful as he pursues his advantages because of the punching power coming back at him.
To land something big.
But again, hesitant to go to the body with real force.
a headshot this early in the fight against a big puncher.
Wear him down a little.
There it was.
Body shot. There it was. Body shot by Golovkin. Stevens gets out of that round.
Give me a deep breath.
Gennady Golovkin has the kind of relationship with Abel Sanchez that Golovkin threw 103 punches, landed 29 of them. Stevens was 6.
30 to 26, Gennady Golovkin. You know, Chip, this guy hot.
making Stevens keep his hands at home with his growth.
Body shot by Stevens, and another one. Drives Golovkin. Best offense we've seen from Curtis Stevens since the first round.
Yeah, he at least has some success.
In Stevens' corner for a few seconds, and hear what he's telling his fighter as the round progresses.
Hurt by the body shot.
He's hurt by the body shot.
Two good clean shots. And knocks Golovkin back. And lands a left hook. And Brit now for Curtis Stevens.
Those are clean shots he's landing.
Had he followed that last...
Taking advantage of Stevens' offense to counter with a couple of shots down the stretch.
All right, good jab, good hooks.
See Curtis Stevens coming forward with a 1-2, followed by a little short jab hook. Was a good punch, probably his best.
Power shots in round 4. Golovkin 19 out of 51. Stevens 14 out of 31.
On replay, you saw Golovkin actually did a good defense.
That last
More aggressive than he was in the first 3 rounds. Now countering Golovkin's big stuff with big stuff.
you don't like to see the shorter fighter back up. Good right hand.
That didn't look like the left.
Right cross lands.
When Golovkin works back.
And that may happen based on how often Stevens has been able to land on Golovkin.
Saturday, November 16. Make sure you catch Mike Tyson, Undisputed Truth. This HBO film. Rodriguez. Vladimir.
Deep breath.
They both landed 9. Golovkin had to throw 31 to get that.
The combinations.
Saw another Golovkin wrinkle moments ago, hooking off it from over.
Good right uppercut by Stevens.
Checking Golovkin's chin with the right uppercut. Good comeback uppercut and a right cross by Stevens. Uppercut, right cross, right cross.
Golovkin's got tempting to throw it against the shorter fighter leaning in, but with a counter left hook.
And is still seeking a knockout as the round progresses. Good left hook for Stevens. Good combination for Gennady as he pins Stevens in the corner and looks to land something else big.
Of course he's very dangerous and they're close. So that's where his arms are most dangerous at, in close fighting.
This has been a brilliant round for Golovkin.
In the center of the ring. Keep working from the middle of the ring. Stop backing up to those ropes.
Take punishment like that.
Golovkin in round 6.
Gennady Golovkin for measuring Curtis Stevens. And, you know, Gennady does that a lot. The clicks telling him no. 6-0, Gennady Golovkin.
And we're told that Mrs. Rose.
If I was winning or losing, she had to walk the entire time. So sometimes it's just...
Golovkin's got a little bulldog in front of him right now. The corner wanted to know why.
Stevens has listened to his trainer, who told him stay in the middle of the ring. But now Golovkin backs him to the...
a chance to land the big shots.
And he lands a little left hook. Just at the moment when Golovkin was trying to mount another.
Come on, where's that heart?
Roy, what do you think of a
Curtis is throwing punches and backing him up, and they want to see that from him.
7th round? Crowd chanting Triple G, Triple G.
Submission, I don't see either guy submitting right now. And Golovkin so far is beating him on the physical abuse.
Yeah, but Stevens in the last minute
And keeps his chin tucked well, even if he doesn't always move his head. So he does get
the ropes again. He might have hurt him with that body shot.
He did, Jim. He did.
To try to relieve the pressure. Golovkin, pressure, pressure, pressure.
Jim.
Yeah, it looks like if we get a knockout by Golovkin, it's going to be by Golovkin. 3 of them in this round. Thunder on the liver.
And Golovkin alert enough to back off those up.
Hard right hand body shot. Uppercut here in the 8th round. Still trying.
Incipient beatdown in Madison Square Garden. Off the ropes, Harvey Dock watching.
About to stop this one.
Dangerous fight right now for Steve because he's throwing back just enough to stop the ref from stopping it.
Big right cross by Golovkin. Whipping Curtis Stevens into the corner.
That's it.
And they're going to stop it in the corner. Rozier had seen enough.
That's a great stoppage because the temptation with a guy who hits like Steve, with the heart that Stevens has tonight, getting up from the knockdown and still landing.
Golovkin closed the show, landing 50 we've been accustomed to seeing from him. This was a gradual, systematic at the end of the round. Roy?
Yeah, he see Gennady Golovkin constantly on attack. He knew he had him hurt. He knew how to show bad vibes from the punches, showing the effects of them on his face, on his body. He was reacting to him. So Gennady just kept the attack up, and the referee realized that like he didn't really want much more.
I think it was a combination. Michael Buffer with the particulars on the TKO.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Harvey Dock at the urging of the challenger's corner. The knockout comes at the end of round number 8. The winner by that KO victory from Kazakhstan, the undefeated Gennady Triple G Golovkin.
.293 punches, 196 more than Curtis Power's shots. He wound up landing 74 of them. But Golovkin at that same time, 93 left hooks upstairs, 91 right crosses upstairs.
Everybody, I respect everybody, athletes, I respect everybody sports, you know.
Counters.
You know, Max, yeah, no, this is my strategy. Coach able to, I want.
Thanks. Congratulations. We'll see you soon. Jim?
November 16, Mike Tyson, Undisputed Truth.